Pay attention to another war he's in. Who are you fighting? Arda. Well, the serendipitous duck has arrived. It just so happens, Ardabil, that I need both your provinces. I think. Let us consult our map. Let us consult our other map. Yeah, well... Yeah... 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 I rather think we need both these provinces. Well, thanks for making things easier for me, Ardalan. Jake, it appears as though Lesser Armenia is not actually part of the Empire. Will you still take those provinces? It includes Trebizond. No, I think we'll... I'm trying to stick to what was taken here. I'm not just... Oh, nice, Georgian separatists. They can break away from Akyunlu yet. I just hope they don't take my land with them. Georgia? Oh, nice. I need him to disband some of those units or else I'm in for a horrible war. And I think he will. Just give him a bit of time. There's the question though, do I subjugate him? He has a lot of cores to retake. Or do I just annex him? His land is decent. Do you need more disloyal vassals? I mean, that's just Karakyunlu because he's upset about a lot of things. But he's horribly in debt and he's never going to rise up against me. I dropped this again, didn't I? I always do. I want that eventually, you know. Okay. Let's get that core back for you. Did they just rival me? No, no they did not. Great Horde, Imereti, and Nagai. I see. Okay. Don't like the direction you took there, however, this is something for Shirvan to deal with. I can leave just one unit taking care of this, and then... Ah, there's the problem, he keeps wanting to attach to me. I want you to go there, please. Hopefully he's going to siege up something here. Excellent, Georgia have dismissed a lot of their units, and my aggressive expansion in the region is next to Naut, and culturally they have nothing in relation with those guys over there. So I'm going to declare war and worry about the consequences later, is what I would say, but a bunch of Ardalans just moved up there, so should I hold off on the war? He might make friends. He's currently improving relations with the Imereti as we speak. He might be a valid rival as well. But if I wait on him, it might bite me in the bottom. Nah, we'll wait on it. Oh, that feels like a silly thing to do. There is no good reason to wait on it. We shall strike and strike now. And I'll be taking... Oh, he has no garrison. Let's get into position. See if we can't snipe him hard. It's unfortunate what Ardalan are doing. However, there's mountains there as well. Snap, it's all not good. We'll see if the opportunity for sniping him will arrive in due time. So this war that you started, I think I want to take both your provinces. Nobody really cares. It would... one problem is it would both be for Karakyunlu, so they're going to revolt like mad because the madman is still negative stability, no legitimacy, probably no monarch points because he went bankrupt. It's going to be a bit of a disaster for him holding on to it. But his corruption's keeping it in check. National defense, that ultimate hidden modifier. But Ardalan no longer existing is a boon unto itself. Okay, Georgia is hostile towards Imereti, so that could actually help us out. You know what else would help us out? Having 2 siege on that, well, siege. Hopefully you actually march over to there, and then I'm gonna take advantage of the bitless situation and hunt you down like a dog, and you are a dog. You'll be able to take care of it. Yeah, I'd rather have a nicer general in charge, but I did say you'd be dealing with that. Nope, not a good enough reason to get out of there. This siege can just take longer. Just keep an eye on it. Move along, scare him, and see if we can't get our hands on Georgia. So I'm not sure what you mean by the proper Wow. He just wants to stand there. I mean, he knows he can't get onto these, right? What if there's no fort going on there? Can you be tempted? What about no fort there? Aha! That got you out of there. Sometimes you just gotta be cruel. It's the ultimate kindness. Yeah, that's actually fine if he goes into Yerevan as well. Good, he's long dead. Scream for me. Oh, whoa, you killed my general. Ardalan, not as pathetic as I was giving them no credit for being. Okay, that's unpleasant. I don't like losing a general like that. He was really good. Could it be that it's time to get another? I certainly have the military points. Should probably be investing in ideas though here. Getting army tradition going is a good idea. Jake, lead the Armenian clansmen. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I need you to not feel any hostility from me there, Georgia. Don't worry. Right, Melikates is taken care of. No sign of revolts in the area. Man, I really want a better general. The nobility aren't willing to hear me out on that one. I really don't want to spend my mill. Our heir's alright. He's strict as well. I actually want to keep him around for a while. That's no bad. But what if he's awesome? What if he's pretty bloody awesome? And the bagpipes will intensify. Alright. I'll get you yet. Alright, I need him to sod off essentially here. We'll be taking to what's it? Cheng's never declared so many wars as such a crappy nation before. Right, that's him getting out of there. His province is forfeit. He should march into one of mine, and we just take him down. Jake, what's a mission you can complete? It's high income, but I'm not in a position to really build much here. I got that mission pretty much as a freebie, though. Ah, these bagpipes. So, all for Karakayunlu. One's a claim, one's a core. Either way, they're both going down. And yeah, only bitless care. And who cares about bitless? So, away with you. Grand. I'm getting my claim on Treba's owned while we can. Bring you back. And I need to improve relations both with the Mamluks and with my newfound subject. My newfound subject who I just made stronger, so I should keep that in mind. I don't want him to be some kind of beefcake. Also get that other siege started. There's no time like the present. Oh well, here's a thought. Is he going to march into the Brits? Well, there are only 5,000 of them. We'll have them down either way. To that effect, I could actually just have you siege this up. That would be useful for me. And then my units can... Oh! Look who's back, it's Ardabil! Look who has no friends, it's Ardabil! That is a war just waiting to happen. But I know these guys would coalition me for it. Mazandaran... and Bitlis, possibly Karakum. Looks I'm about to take a bunch of land here, possibly Gizzy as well. That's troublesome. Ardabil are almost certainly going to make some friends here as well, so I might just have to hold off on that a wee bit. Right, my dream is for him to move into Brits, but I'll take anything going. That was an interesting interpretation of where I told you to siege. Let's see if I can convince him to move away from there. He's got a decent general, but our air is pretty good as well. Do QQ have good cores still? Not really, most of their cores were stripped away by Iraq. But they have a couple on Bitlis, which will be useful. Speaking of Bitlis, let's get that spy network going. And I love Mamluks. Oh, speaking of Mamluks, they also secured Sinop. They're getting some occupations, and overall from battles... raking it in, 16 from battles. Oh man, the Ottomans are not dead from this, but hurting from this. If he breaks Gizzy up with Ottomans, then that doesn't make much of a difference. They still have other big friends. Okay, I think we'll... Oh, jinx, that's going nowhere fast. They hate us. I think Mam are the more important ones here. Astra, which is currently under occupation. So the burghers hate us, so the nobility hate us. Who has more influence? I think I need to curb the nobility, given where they are, even though they're going to hate me for it. But when don't they? Alright, it's a shame they hold the mountains there. I'm probably not going to dislodge them anytime soon, so I'll just take a stealthy wee retreat as I siege up their own lands. The Otto underperformed in Europe. They actually got destroyed by Hungary, who were simultaneously being ravaged by the Bohemians. Hungary managed to take them all on. I think my... Ooh, that's not what I want you to do, Shirvan. Could you not do that? Maybe focus on sieging instead. Negative, must destroy Georgians. Okay. Well. What a guy. He says, I set him up, you knock him down. And I say, well, good on you. Thanks for that, I appreciate it. Shirvan was a patrician choice of subject, I see. Ah, some subjects rising up here. Karakum subjects in separatists in Bitlis is interesting to me. So too is their alliance with Dulkadir, who's my ally. Actually, I should really get rid of that. They are a massive problem for me now. I had them to scare off At-Kayunlu, but now At-Kayunlu have pathetic allies, so they should be my next target. Unfortunately for me, they did not convert Erzincan yet. Still want to rip them asunder. Doesn't change the fact that I really should drop that alliance. It's not useful to me, especially when the Mamluks are probably eyeing them up for food. We've got no siege going on. Let's help them out a wee touch. How are the Ottomans getting wrecked? Poor life decisions. They dragged their heels on Byzantium. They had a really poor Osmanoglu in line. Mehmed died early. It just did not line up for the Otto friends. I kind of don't want those lands to defect to Karakunlu. It'll vastly buff up their liberty desire. On the other hand, they hate me anyway, so there's not a lot of traction to be made there. Well, let's get to work on those improved relations. They gotta go somewhere. Wait, Albania is still alive? Yeah, thriving. I mean, they ditched what drags them down the most, and that is Albanians. And then moved over to the Golden Lands of Kosovo. Also, I'm jumping on this one. Extra morale, extra innovativeness for... Oh, no, that's not good. Armenia unwilling to join our wars is making them not want to be my friend, so I will absolutely join their wars. Phew. Oh, Karaman just got a lot stronger. That's not good for me. I wanted the Mamluks very specifically to be the ones taking this land. Actually, if Karaman get friendly with Mamluks, that's good. That's a good double team blocker against the Ottomans. The Ottomans lost some decent land here. Very decent land. I didn't lose their cores on it, I don't think. No, because it's Turkish. Forget mercantilism. It's not going to help us too much in the long term on this one. What's the aggressive expansion on the Mamluks? Almost nothing. They didn't take land for themselves. Almost nothing. Damn, he plays a fine game. 49 with the Ottomans. I guess he took non-co-belligerent Dulkadiran land. I am impressed with what I see around me. The AIs have learned a lot. Imereti and Trebizond. I want you both. Deed. But Imereti I think I want as a subject. Decent rulers. Theodora might not help you out, given that they are under siege from all those rebels. The lack of diplomats I'm really actually finding quite stifling. I'm going to core this land up, so I probably don't want to take this tech. Probably don't want to take this tech, but I need to keep up to date in tech, and these are pretty good. And workshops are pretty good. But I'm going to need to core these lands when I piece out, so hold off on it for now. These are not helping me. Jake, do you plan to culture enrich your provinces to Armenian? So a lot of people are calling for some hardcore genocide on this, but I will say no to that, because we've done, what, like 2 campaigns in short succession that have revolved around cultural enrichment in this particular area. So do we have any Turkish people watching right now? Because I've been wondering, I've done a lot of fairly anti-Ottoman campaigns. I'm thinking maybe it's high time I did a love letter to the Turks by way of a Europa campaign. But I don't know, because I certainly wouldn't want to play the Ottomans unless it's some kind of run that gimps me hard. So maybe one of these wee guys that has some kind of heroic background, things I just don't quite know. Mentees. Haydn. Saruhan. Love letter to the Turks as a Cossack trailer. Wasn't it just? I don't think Bitless are going to be hurting too bad for this. I still don't have my claim on them because I keep forgetting about it. Jake, we need some room in our lives. Okay, that took forever and a day, but you're finally down. Get our diplomat home, and then we need to think about our next target. I also hope this doesn't cause coalition sensation. Yes, it does. Okay, just Bitless again, and who cares about Bitless? The answer is not me. This land is now forfeit. And it doesn't have increased core creation cost because, hey, haha, who likes that out of Georgia? Yeah, it's not bad land to take as well. In fact, one could even say it's pretty good. And according to the maps I choose to believe, this was Greater Armenian territory. Qatar are very unhappy with me. They're never going to pay up. I don't really want to give them anything to strengthen them. I just want them to take land, administrate it. I don't even care if they bump up the autonomy. They're an aggressive expansion dump. Also, it makes me feel like the big man holding on to their lands. But in terms of numbers, what kind of aggressive expansion are we talking about? Still pretty high in the area. If I subjugate Imereti... I should probably not subjugate Imereti anytime soon. Or I subjugate Trebizond and give that land to them. But Trebizond I don't think are quite as good as Imereti in terms of their ideas. Georgian ideas are pretty beefy. But Trebizond are pretty cool. They have the Komnenos. Not to mention we have the joy of map painting to think about. Bipas won't join in, but Karaman will. And this is for the core of... Wait, the core of what? Raba. Mamluks would join in if they didn't continue to like Akyunlu for some reason. Might be an idea to actually smack Akyunlu down before they get in alliance with Mami. Form Rum. Restore the Seljuk Empire. Wish we could form Seljuk and not only just Rum. Check, do you have an improved relation, dude? What, you mean the advisor? No, I'm skimping on the advisors because obviously money is tight. And a bit more... Tempting. Quite tempting. Okay, where are we going from here? Aggressive expansion is kind of keeping me in check. If I ate this, I know I would eat three country coalition. 1, 2, 3 at least. Ah, but you're getting eaten by Mazandaran. It might be worth attacking you and seeing what I can get away with while you have no friends. Okay, you have Dolkadir as a friend, but friends, no friends? They wouldn't even help you. Oh, they would only just not help you. That's an invitation to kill you. Yeah, I should accept this invitation with open arms. It's the right thing to do. And maybe I can make Tibrit a tempting target for you. And you'll give 6,000. Don't even need to. I don't need any of these. Shirvan's a machine! I really, really like Shirvan. And that's speaking as someone that had a lot of heartache with Shirvan before. Also, looks like he's trying to religiously enrich the area. I can't allow him to really do that. Zeal is a pain, and that's 15 years of zeal on Mayana. We'll see what we can get away with here. Good lord, they just don't... They don't give up, Shirvan. Against all odds, they just keep charging right in. It's so admirable. Well, we've got to follow up. Running into mountains just like our subject. Those losses were perhaps a bit more than I was looking to eat, but... Yeah, that's the end of you. Wonderful. And again, we're seeing what we can get away with here. 1, 2... Yeah, we can get to. Bitlis won't be in that coalition, and Mazandaran won't be in that coalition, so that's only 2, Hisinkaifan and Biapas. And Biapas might not exist for much longer. Oh, well, kind of do, maybe. Also, Mazandaran I can probably sweet talk out of anything. Their relationship isn't that bad. Alright, good. We're getting to good places here. I like this. What I'd like even more is if Shirvan were the one sieging this up, though. You feel like that, Shirvan? Shirvan really doesn't feel like a lot of things. There we go. This whole campaign really is doing a lot of nice things to me. I think it's karmic balance for the hardships we put ourselves through previously. I don't mind keeping this fort maintained at... I forget, if you have double the forts, does it do double the devastation reduction? I don't think so. But you're pretty good for that one. It just takes the highest one. Okay, we'll just keep you up and around. I'm probably going to need you for when the Georgians rise up. Will Ardabil form Persia? Ardabil won't be forming anything. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Ardabil. It's pretty cool as well that they're a feudal theocracy. However, not on my watch. Oh yeah, I said I was going to get this. Don't see a reason not to. Gotta get all that ahead of timeness. Nicely done. So, Ottomans, how are you feeling after getting completely spanked by the Egyptians? You're gonna have to walk like an Egyptian for a while now. He's feeling a bit balanced. He still wants everything around him, as a good Turk does. But oh, he allied at Kuyunlu. That complicates matters a bit. And yet he's not involved in this defender war because it's Mazandaran fighting against Bipas. Yes, they're still sieging them up. So what are my options here? With these extra cores, I can fight Iraq. I still have a lengthy truce with Bitlis. As for my own claims, I'd really like to fight Gizzi. Is that Bosnia occupying Hungary? You bet your socks it is. Bosnia, Siena, Knights, Venice and Corfu. Hungary attacked Bosnia, and Bosnia bit back. I suspect it's Venice doing the majority of the biting, but this is bad news. A strong Hungary was a good counterbalance to the Ottomans, the same Ottomans who decided to eat Crimea instead of keeping them around as a march. Are there other options open to me here? Well, I need a spare diplomat to kind of explore said options. Trebizond still want to destroy, but they are friendly with Circassia. Circassia would not help Trebizond. Imereti are backed by Theodoro, who oddly enough, despite having these noble rebels forever, will help them out. Crushing Imereti and subjugating them seems like fun until you consider that I have these two guys. So I should probably avoid more subjects until I consume the Kuyunlu, which I can do pretty soon if I get his Liberty Desire down and get him his... Probably get him these lands and then eat him. Like I said, he's only there to disperse this aggressive expansion. Alright, it might just be time to cool down for a wee bit. It's not necessarily a bad thing for us. Okay, that is not a coalition, so give me your land, give me your money, and you do not... well, no, I can't tell him to go away with the cores, but I can still tell him to give me that land. I think the whole state belongs to me by way of the map that I had. It's totally not because I want that fort and that silk. Feel like a fool not getting my conversions moving. And again, these cores are almost done. Let's... Oh, well, yeah, just give it a wee bit. We can get it done. I never got around to my enemies. Iraq is going to have to be my enemy. I hope that the Mamluks don't end up seeing them as a friend. Mushasha I could not give two hoots about. I love the Great Horde. I feel like I'd be betraying everything if I labelled them as my rival. But rival they're going to have to be, well, yeah, there we go. And I'm just short of the 50, so I'm sorry, Great Horde. We're going to have to go the full Monty here. Oof, that hurt my soul. Okay, whilst we have rivals, the prudent thing, of course, is to send embargoes to them.